I've been skating these Tiagos for over a month now. I did a first impressions video, and then I did a impact test video, and I haven't given you guys my final full review on these shoes, so this will be my review for the Tiago 808. When I bought these shoes, they cost me $110, meaning that New Balance isn't paying me. I don't know anyone there, so I get to give you my honest opinion about these shoes. So make sure you subscribe for more honest skateboarding content. To switch it up a little bit and not be like just stuck in my studio, came to Coronado to film the review. So let's start with all the points that New Balance is pointing out about the Tiagos. The NB numeric Tiago Lemos 808 is Lemos' second pro model, designed for impact protection and durability. This skate shoe features suede overlays to reinforce the high wear areas of the upper, plus lace gillies to help prevent torn laces. A full-length absorbed midsole absorbs impact to deliver all-day comfort. Combining the enhanced impact resistance of a full-length absorbed insole with the control of its herringbone tread pattern, the 808 is a high-value asset designed to deliver. The 808 makes its motives clear with the exaggerated N logo and progressive lines like only Tiago can imagine, meeting the durability demand of today's skaters head-on. The 808 features a reinforced toe cap and TPU gillies for reinforced protection. Those are all the claims that New Balance is saying about the Tiagos. Now, after skating them for over a month, I think I have a full opinion on them. So let's start with how they broke in. When I started skating these shoes, they felt like, oh shoot, pretty similar to a D3. But after you skate them for a while and break them in, they don't really break in, but they do break in. These will break in and they'll still feel like a little bit more loose than when you started skating them, but definitely way stiffer than any shoes that you've probably skated before. Oh, like brand new bricks that you just started skating. Ow, damn. One thing that did stay consistent the entire time I skated these was, oh my gosh, was the flick. The flick with these shoes was really good. If you're coming off a shoe that's more of a loose shoe like a Vans or like the Niger that I was skating, then the shoe probably, moves around a lot more like when you're setting up to kickflip. But for this, it's like a brick the whole time. So no matter how much you skate them, they still stay stiff and you're gonna do a kickflip and it's gonna be exactly the same way that you did the kickflip the first time you started skating them. It's kind of nice actually. More shoes should be like this, but it does also have a downside to it. Fakey front big before I tell you about this downside. Oh, damn it. Oh, good thing I didn't roll away. The downside to having a shoe that's extra padded and pretty much stays a stiff boy the whole entire time that you're skating it. Before I say this, I thought that it was just me, but then I went on to New Balance's website and looked at the reviews that people just leave on New Balance's website, and some guy said the same thing. My right foot kept falling asleep like while I was skating. It was really weird. I'd take my shoe off and like kind of wiggle my foot around to get it to not be falling asleep anymore. That went away a little bit ago, and it's been almost a month. These shoes are gonna keep that new shoe feeling pretty much the whole entire time that you're skating them. And you know what? Aside from my foot falling asleep, I actually love it. My favorite tricks are heel flip tricks. These shoes have the absolute best flick for heel flips that I've ever had. I even learned how to do switchback heels in them. Here, let me show you. And the biggest thing that attributed to these shoes having really good heel flips is the fact that they are a cup sole. They got the lace protectors right here and on the inside of the shoe, keeping your laces from going through these holes and getting broken. However, up here, there's not another alternative for a place to put your shoelaces. So you gotta go through here. And this just happens to be where I always break my shoelaces. So if you want your shoelaces to last way longer than these, then go to the link in my description. These shoes have little to no board feel on them, but the benefit to that is you're not gonna be breaking down the shoe and they're gonna have that new shoe feeling like I was talking about earlier, pretty much the entire time that you're skating them. The tread on the bottom of these shoes made me think that it's gonna be a very grippy shoe because it looks like it's got some crazy herringbone pattern. It hasn't really lost its grip. The consistency of the tread has pretty much stayed the same, and even stopping on my heel a lot hasn't really worn it down that much. The design of this shoe is what you would expect from a New Balance shoe. Let's say you're an older guy, maybe a guy that is pretty, to me, accomplished because you have a family and you're a guy that wants to be stylish, have a good skate shoe that's gonna last a while, meaning that you should get a dad shoe. And if that's you, then the design of this shoe is probably a really good fit for you. All New Balance shoes have a very specific N on the side of the shoe. And in doing so, they have pretty much solidified themselves as the dad shoe. And it kind of seems like they double, triple, quadruple down on that with a giant N on the side of this shoe. I do remember my initial thought being, damn, these are some wild looking dad shoes, but they grew on me. When you skate a shoe that feels as solid as these do, you feel kind of like a little rise in your confidence. I feel like my foot is gonna be protected and I'm gonna be able to get the consistent flick that I know I want with every trick I'm gonna do because you have that solid shoe feeling. And with these, I felt like I had a consistent flick, consistent board feel. I'd have to look to see where my board was because there wasn't much board feel. The fact is that it was consistent and I was able to tell whether or not I needed to adjust here a little bit, just there a little bit, kind of giving me a lot more confidence when I wanted to skate things, feeling like I had a brick on my foot and I could control this brick. I've been skating these shoes for more than a month now. They're not breaking down. And I've been doing a lot of kick flips and a lot of nollie flips and a lot of heel flips, trying to break the shoe down as much as possible. And after skating them for this long, the only thing that broke was the shoelace on the top of the eyelet of my predominantly flicking foot. And that's mostly from doing heel flips. You're probably gonna be able to skate this shoe for well over a month, maybe over 2 months. And if you're not skating super often, just kind of skating here and there, these shoes would probably last you like a year. I feel as though the construction of these shoes is a lot better than a lot of other shoes that I've skated in the past. Whatever it is that's holding these shoes together is doing a really good job at making the shoe keep its structure. Leave a comment down below if you want me to tear apart these shoes and to see if that kind of gives us some more answers as to why these are so damn durable. These shoes did the best on any impact protection testing that I've done for any shoe that I've skated. I skated down the Memo 3 block without anything bad happening to my feet. I landed on my board a couple times, but the majority of the time I was just hitting my feet on the ground. And although my body gave out, my feet were fine. Something about the construction of the outsole makes these shoes extremely good for impact protection. I know for a fact it's because of the outsole, because this insole is absolute trash. It's a very thin, very scrawny, very nothing insole. If you want to see the full impact protection test, I'll leave it linked down below in the description. For a shoe that costs $110, I'm really happy that they're gonna last you a long time because pretty high price tag for a skate shoe. And it kind of seems like it might be worth it for the pure fact that they're really durable and everything about them performance-wise seems really good. I'm not gonna skate them anymore, but you need to leave a comment down below. Let me know what shoes you want me to review next. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more shoe reviews, and I love you. Bye. I skate. You skate, we both skateboard. As skateboarders, we break our shoelaces. I have 10 pounds of weight on my shoelace, and it is suspended above the ground this time. And for this other shoelace, I have a fixed shoelace that came with a pair of skate shoes that I skated. But this is only attached to a 7.5 pound weight, and it's touching the ground, just barely putting some tension on it. Now let's see which one's gonna break first. Looks like the other shoelace broke, and mine, wow, mine actually ripped the grip tape in half before it broke. So if you want shoelaces that are gonna last you way longer than traditional skateboard shoelaces, go to the link in my bio, extendedwear.com. And if you use this promo code, 10 pounds, then you will get 10% off just for you, just for this video that I'm doing right now. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it.